G'day YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to today's very different video on YouTube. And I'm actually making this video at least about just 1 AM. In fact, I've actually just gone past through the 1 o'clock threshold sort of moment, of course. And I've actually got a lot of things I want to tell you so far. I might turn the brightness up a little bit though, because it's a bit dark. So, yes, of course, yes, we're still in 2024. But do you remember the video that I actually spoke about? I think it was about, let's just say a couple of days ago, or was it yesterday? That I actually did say that, yes, of course, we've got about 2 months' time. So there's actually going to be a bit of a random sort of subject video on YouTube about the things I might probably do later on in this video. So I don't know what to really say here, but I'm going to cover up quite a few subjects. The first one here, this one here, of course, I know it's been absolutely terrible. You know, of course, yes, first off, we have the global IT outages, and then, of course, it's the riots. Now we've just gone through another, oh my goodness me, another year of peril. Like, another month of peril so far this year. So, if anyone has been paying attention about the Israel versus Hamas war and stuff, well, I'm just sort of, oh man, I think I've just turned off the brightness because my tablet screen has got a lot of sliver, which is not very good. So, yes. Apparently there's been a lot of nasty wars in Lebanon and Israel. And that actually really rings an alarm bell. And I'm actually quite skeptical here. So, I'm just hoping that the airspace in Lebanon and Israel is straightforward close. But I just hope that you know, Qatar Airways is straightforward. Well, I just hope everything is okay, because you know I am straightforward planning to go back to Malaysia in mid-November of this year, probably about 3 to 4 weeks. And I know the war in Lebanon and you know, remember the Hezbollah incident that happened, and the pages which were like, you know, bombs. I tell you what, that overall to me has been one of the worst outcomes. It has really became, you know, that pager thing that I just heard about, it was on the 17th or the 18th of September. It was just absolutely shockingly scary. I don't know what to really say here, eh? And there's a fly that's just buzzing around me. Right, it's not really that funny at all though, because there's been a lot of nasty wars so far with Lebanon and Israel. You know, first off it was the Palestinians, then we've got into this. I mean, things have gone way too far beyond, you know, so far this year. In fact, this year has been straightforward, very adversive. But I am hoping to go back to Malaysia next month, hopefully in mid-November, as long as the war is not escalating. I hope, and I hope it's not one of those actions just being caused by some stupid, sketchy governments like the UK and the United States of America, two of the world's most horrendously, yes, in this country that I'm living in, they are actually, you know, I can be very honest and very blunt here and say that this country has got one of the most sketchiest and also one of the most lambasted type governments ever. It's just so ridiculous. I don't know what to really say here, but this is just BS. Okay, so without getting too much into it, and I am planning to fly with Qatar Airways next month, around mid-November, around the 15th and the 16th, for approximately, let's just say 3 to 4 weeks, to spend my time, well, basically in Malaysia, of course. And it's one of these things, I'm just straightforward, like, how am I going to get there? Okay, so because of all this stupid wartime stuff, that's just, you know, that's just too much. But I just hope everything is going to be okay. Like, you know, this shouldn't escalate, okay? With all the pages just being blown up and stuff, and also the nasty wars that has just straightforward been caused, like, by, you know, one part of the world is just straightforward blaming the other side of the world. It's just really stupid, okay? You know, pages are like, you know, they're just like something that you just communicate. But then they're also like, you know, a thing that just sort of explodes like a bomb, okay? It's just beyond that purpose, of course. I might get demonetized, because I'm covering a very serious subject here, and I know that's going to be straightforward, very difficult for me to what I would make the most for, like, the latter half of, well, let's just say the latter 2 months of this year. I just hope I can get another dose of summer this year in November and December, because I don't want to get stuck all night long, like I don't want a straightforward stay in the UK for a long time. Okay, I just want a straightforward spend more in the way of Malaysia. And I'm just straightforward kind of like, when the hell am I just straightforward going to get out of this country? Well, the very simple answer is, it's all done to my dad. It will be straightforward be done to my dad as some sort of holiday thingy for about 3 to 4 weeks. And of course, yes, my dad is currently negotiating with the staff at the hospital. So, and also other colleagues and other people and whatnot. They're just straightforward working together, and hopefully they will finally get the papers being sorted out, to be signed for mid-November. I just hope everything is okay. And maybe, if I'm being very honest, I would actually like to help people from Lebanon and in these parts of the world, and I just hope that maybe I can just straightforward say, oh, can I just donate some money to Israel or Lebanon and just stop this bloody nightmarish war? I'm sick of people, and stupid sycophantic, I'm just really sick and tired of some, just very sycophantic government, or let's just say politics. Like, all of this political willing has just been absolutely aggressive. Like, it's just, letting this one other country just abusing another. I mean, that's not helping. I'm sorry if I had to rant here, but that's not how humanity should work. Honestly, I'd say 90% of the time, humanity should straightforward stand up and just fight for whatever it's right. Not like to just, fight just against whatever country there is. Just have a go at each other. I'd really want this conflict to just straightforward end, but humanity is straightforward it's just too supreme, especially when it's like, when it comes to the bad manners, it's just that. I just don't understand. This world is going way beyond to, frantic, to possibly say the least. Anyways, I should straightforward leave that talk, because I know I've been thinking about flying back to Malaysia this year. And yes, we are confirmed to go back to Malaysia this year, but hopefully the war won't be straightforward very effective, just like the one last year. Because last year we had to fly back to Malaysia, and it was really sad because, one, it was essential for Dad, and two, my dad's mother and sadly, well, she unfortunately passed away. Anyways, I shall straightforward move into the subject I was in. So, if you remember what I said about my YouTube channel, I'm actually sort of thinking of declining my video productivity in 2025, because I'm going to be working on much more complex animations, which often takes like about, let's just say, months on end, I think, to complete, I think. And the other thing is that I'm actually not going to be making that many, I will still be making videos daily on YouTube, but it's not going to be as many as what I did so far in 2024, because I got a lot of stuff to clean up with. I got a lot of videos to rename on YouTube, because I haven't been doing a lot of video renaming, thanks to the fact I was being lazy, just because I was doing a whole bunch of videos, and I didn't actually have the time, to go ahead and straightforward, how would you call it, rename all of the videos, do it by title or info or anything else in general, just to make it all nice and, just straightforward, very attractive, and something that people can really understand what the video is all about. I'll have to do that, of course, hey? But, what I would straightforward say is that by next year, I'll be slightly declining in activity, I think, but I think it should be okay. I think, maybe. Maybe I need to do part 3 of what I can negotiate on that subject. But let me just finish off with something relatively cool. And let's talk something a lot much more positive. And let me just bring in the Lum figure here, which I bought. Oops, sorry, Lum. Sorry about that, Lum. So I bought this figure here. She looks so hot and sexy. I bet you what, if she was real, she would just call me like my darling, of course. Yeah, so I bought Lum quite a while, and actually, I've actually had a lot of fun time though, playing around with this doll. Well, it's actually a pop action figure. You can't actually play it because it's actually quite detailed and it's also quite fragile. Uh, but what I've done so far has been quite chronically amazing on the computer, and I'd like to show you something very amazing. Let's check out because I've been playing around with a whole bunch of AI stuff recently, right over on the computer, helping to generate various characters modeled after like Lum from Urusei Yatsura, my favorite anime franchise. Mainly for the fact it was from the 80s, and second, it had a very iconic waifu. Okay, here is the website called Civet AI. I've actually got some settings here that I actually might have to turn these ones off because all these are different age ratings. Okay, so I have to be very careful of whatever I'm showing here on YouTube because there might be some very stupidly sexually suggestive content. Right now, I'm straightforward, like scrolling down. Actually, I need to be very careful of what I'm showing you here on YouTube because we don't want any sexual suggestive content. But let me just show you on some of the things, some of the images that I've just made on Civet AI, because it's actually quite a very recent one. It's rated R, but I might as well just show you what these images are. Sorry for the pun, hey, but I've actually been curious about whatever images I've been making. So let me just show you. So here's one image I've actually been making. This is of course a nice image of a green-haired waifu that I've just made. Somehow this is all done by AI. It's an artificial intelligent designed image. So this is what I've made. Obviously I've been actually training. So this image here of a green-haired waifu that looks like Lum, or from Urusei Yatsura, or Mallow from the Pokemon Sun and Moon franchise, well, the game itself. So I made these two, and bam, I made an amazing hybrid of the two characters, and it's just so fantastic. And overall, it was just so brilliant playing around with AI. So, and if I like to show you of how it's all been done, you can definitely see how much info of just how complex that image has been created in. It's just so amazing. I might show another image if I click on the right hand section here. Look at this. I mean, look at these two. I mean, just look how hot and sexy these ones here. And if I just move these away here, if I get rid of the USB flash drive, this is what I've made. So you can see how much effort I've actually been doing. There's not much effort. All it was I was just doing a whole bunch of copy and pasting from various people who have done AI images of various anime characters, and bam, this is one thing I really am very proud of, making straightforward, very clever AI images that relate into like anime characters. I could do birds if I want to, so that is a great and grand, but also let's just say a perfect. So look how hot and sexy she is. I mean, look at her. Look at her green hair. And not only that, look at her green eyes. She's got the fangs. There's her tiger skin bikini. And I love the hair. I love it. It's just so perfect. I mean, what do you think? And guess what? Here's something I want to shout out to YouTuber Raku Nexus. Hey, Raku Nexus, eat your heart out. This is what I've got. Check it out. I've got a harem of green-haired waifus. You think you can go ahead and catch me? Come and punch me in the face if you want to. Right, okay, so you can see how much I've done. A whole bunch of effort. Well, it's not really that much. You can see how much I've done. This is somehow quite chronically amazing that I've just played around with. And there's another shot. I just love how goofy the I love how it's been made. And also the eyebrows, they're just so nice and thin. It's just beautiful. So I really love how it's actually been made into some sort of 80s character. It's just so stunning. And let me just show you Lum. There she is. That's the Lum I was actually on about. If I turn the brightness just a little bit down, And I'll just show you what she actually looks like. I mean, look how sexy she is. Look at the pose. That is just brilliant. So, all it was, you can definitely see how much I've been playing around with. So, this is Civic AI. So, I've actually been doing a lot of copy and pasting in terms of info. I did a bit of typing around because I'm actually straightforward new and alien, sorry for the pun, to this place. And you can see how much AI image generating have I actually been doing. Another picture of Lum, and there's another one right here as well. And there's another one right here. You can definitely see how much I've been doing. Oh my god, she is just too sexy to resist. Am I being inappropriate here, or is it just the fact that Lum is just so sexy here? I mean, not all of these images are so accurate here. You can definitely see how much I've just been pulling off with. And this is something I really love to experiment with. Just a fantastic thing to invest in. This is just amazing. And if I'm just clicking around every single image that I've just generated, they're basically like replicas of an anime screen cap, but they're actually AI image generated images. And here it is, back to the one that I've just recently generated. And because I'm a big fan of anime characters, let's just say female green-haired women, ever since like March and April, and guess what? You know, this is so much more better than just saying, Abdullah, the black-haired Goomba. It's Abdullah, the black-haired Goomba. Man, why am I getting so weird flashbacks? Of course I don't have turrets. It's just that I'm just getting some very stupid flashbacks caused by some very weird people. And hey, if you ever think I'm just a complete and utter bloody simp, come and get me. Punch me in the face if you ever think I'm a flippin' simp. But hey, look, I mean, I'm just straightforward, like, experimenting with artificial intelligence. And, this is the way I really love. Like, this realization of how much I've been pulling off, like, this one here is also really good. Okay? So that's pretty much fine to look at all this stuff, like, anything to do with AI. Like, I love how she's straightforward portrayed. I love the fact that she's got like a hair sort of style. I love it. It's just fantastic. She's just sort of made like a giant big ponytail on the back of her hair. And I mean, that is just somehow fantastic. I love the fact that, whenever I look at this is just amazing. This is just so impressive. I bet people are going to really love my design. Oh my god. I think this could be sold straightforward very much. I think I need to go ahead and sell this at some sort of auction and say, hey, this is my work and not someone else's. Okay, so hey, and look at this. I love the hair. It's just, I love that fringe. It's got that bit of a curve into it though. And I really do love the anime style, hourglass body shape for female characters. I mean, it's just so impressive. Mind you, I really love on how it's been rendered that way. I mean, wow. This is really, in fact, one of the best videos I've actually captured so far. Just to take a look at some amazing green-haired waifu, especially Lum. You gotta love Lum. She's definitely the best character that I've actually created. Not just because she's straightforward, so hot and sexy, but also because of the fact that she's also from the 1980s, even if the manga was introduced in the 70s, I think. And, man, I really love it, especially when I flick through all these video game console images. It's just so amazing. And the fact that I've just generated these with AI, it just sort of proves to you just how scarily good it actually is. If I did this on video, mind you, AI can just, bam! I don't know. I can't do a very good finger click, because I'm not really great on it. I'm not really a good expert on finger clicking, but bam, if this was animated, whoo, blimey, that will straightforward blow everything up though. It would be mind-blowing, like, it would just be mind-bogglingly blowing up, right up to the moon. Like, everything that is just straightforward being powered by AI is just, it's just fantastic, but it's also quite scary, because, there's a lot of copyright infringement, there's also a lot of, legal issues with it, and there's also a lot of deadly consequences, whether it be inappropriate and actually cause some stigma to hurt people and stuff and kill each other. Or it could be something else that we'll never probably discuss about. But hey, Lam is just straightforward winking at you. Gotta love Lam. She's just straightforward, one of my favourite characters. She's just so hot. Oh my god, and there's her cute little butt at the back. Lovely tiger printing on it. How fancy is that? So there you go. That was just me talking about just two of, well, let's just say some very pessimistic subjects and one very optimistic one. So it's like, you know, I've just sort of translated an already made character into somewhat of an AI image, which actually looks like that. But that's just me continuously just sort of experimenting on her. Okay? And also experimenting with other characters like Mallow. I mean, this is just amazing. I bet you people are never going to chase me down thanks to the fact I just look like some sort of weird digitalized pervert because of green hair and stuff. Ever since I was so crazy about it, you guys tried to come along and kill me for that fact that I am straightforward a big fan of green-haired waifus. Okay? Who knows? I'll try and make as many green-haired waifu copies. Like, I want to do more of this, okay? I want to see more of Lum, okay? I really want to see more of Mallow, okay? I want to see more of that in the way of her tiger skin bikini and her bra. I would love to see that. Man, am I going a bit too raunchy for today's stupid YouTube? Maybe I'm just making content so that I can just straightforward destroy and break the algorithm on YouTube just because of just how hot and sexy Lum is. Man, I bet people are going to be fascinated about it. I might try and do another video on how I use that generator because it's actually very clever. On how I sort of generate the, well, let's just say the characters. It's just so fantastic. I really love how everything has all been straightforward done and made for. Fantastic app, that is. Very fantastic. Anyways, if you really enjoyed so far in this video on YouTube, please give this video a like, subscribe for more for such videos in the future, and as always, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye for now. Eat your heart out, Raikou Nexus! I've finally found an amazing secret weapon, which no longer is secret, but it's here and out. Do you want me to show it again? Is this? Yep. Watch out, Raikou Nexus. All these green-haired waifus are coming to haunt you.